What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be giving 14 great home buying tips, and I would not be giving these tips if I was not going through this process as well. So without further ado, let's talk about it. So you're in the field, or you're wanting to get out into the field to buy a home, right? And so you are, looking, you're saying, I want to do it. Well, if you're saying that you want to do it, you have to jump on it. With the way that the market is right now, it's ridiculous. We definitely want to all get on the ball of this one day eventually, but today I need to start my journey into house searching. And so I've been house searching for about a month now. And so here we are. So when you're home buying, you're asking yourself, am I ready for this? You're asking yourself, okay, what am I looking for? So preparing to buy tips, here they are. So, you're going to want to think about some tips as far as when preparing to buy. And one is start saving early. Here are the main costs to consider when saving for a home. So you have your down payment. Your down payment is, required, and it's going to depend on the type of mortgage that you choose and the lender. So some conventional loans aimed at first-time home buyers with excellent credit allow as little as 3% down. Does everybody have good credit? Not really. But even a small down payment can be challenging to save. So, for example, a 3% down payment on a $300,000 home is $9,000. So you can go and find a down payment calculator to decide, your goal, and then set up automatic transfers from checking to savings to get started. You also have your closing costs. These are fees and expenses that you pay to finalize your mortgage, and they typically range from 2% to 5% of the loan amount. So you can ask the seller to pay a portion of your closing costs, and you can save on some of the expenses such as home inspections by shopping around. And you have your move-in expenses. You'll need some cash after the home purchase, so just set aside some money for immediate home repairs, upgrades, and furnishings. That is a huge one right there. And so, you can start saving early. You can put it in a savings account. You can put it to the side in just cash. It's totally up to you. So you're going to want to decide how much of a home you can afford. So figure out how much you can safely spend on a home before you start to shop. So, with your income, figure out how much you guys can afford, because you don't want to go above your means. Okay, so tip number 3 is you're going to want to check and strengthen your credit. Your credit score will determine, whether you qualify for a mortgage, and it will affect the interest rate lenders will offer you. So take these steps to strengthen your credit score to buy a home. So you're going to want to get a free copy of your credit report from each of the 3 credit bureaus: Experian, Equifax, TransUnion. You dispute any errors that, could hurt your score. Pay all of your bills on time. Keep the credit card balances as low as possible. Keep current credit cards open, because closing a credit card will increase the portion of available credit you use, and it can also affect your score by lowering it. So you're going to want to check your credit score. Nerd Wallet is a good one. Credit Karma and Experian. Experian allows you to pay a monthly fee to track all 3, or you can just track the one. Credit Karma allows you to track 2, but not all 3. So these are great ways to get your credit score back up and fix your credit in order to buy a home. We have some mortgage selection tips. When wanting to get a home, you have got to check out the mortgage selection tips before you start to buy. Okay. Alright, so you're going to want to explore your mortgage options. A variety of mortgages are available with varying down payments and eligibility requirements. Here are the main categories. So you have your conventional mortgages, which are not guaranteed by the government. Some conventional loans targeted are to help with first-time home buyers, which requires little as 3% down. Your FHA loan are insured by the Federal Housing Administration, and it allows a down payment of as little as 3.5%. Your USDA loan is guaranteed by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, and they are for rural home buyers and usually require no payment down. Your VA loans are guaranteed by the Department of Veterans Affairs, and they are for current and veteran military service members and usually require no down payment. You can also you also have options when it comes to the mortgage term. So most home buyers opt for a 30-year fixed mortgage rate, which is paid off in 30 years and has an interest rate that stays the same. But a 15-year loan typically has a lower interest rate than a 30-year mortgage, but the monthly payments are higher. So tip number 5, research first-time homebuyer assistance programs. Many states and some cities and counties offer first-time homebuyer programs, which often combine low interest rate mortgages with a down payment assistance and, closing cost assistance. So tax credits are also available for some first-time home buyers. Tip number 6, compare mortgage rates and fees. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau recommends requesting loan estimates for the same type of mortgage from multiple lenders to compare the costs, including interest rates and possible organization fees. Lenders may offer the opportunity to buy discount points, which are fees the borrower pays upfront to lower the interest rate. Buying points can make sense if you have the money on hand and plan to stay in the home for a long time. So look for a discount point calculator if you decide to use it. Tip number 7, you're going to want to get a pre-approval letter, which is a mortgage pre-approval that is a lender's offer to loan you a certain amount under specific terms. Having that pre-approval letter shows home sellers and real estate agents that you're a serious buyer, and it can give you an edge over other home shoppers who have not taken this step yet. So you're going to want to apply for your pre-approval letter so that when you're ready to start home shopping, you can do that. A lender is just going to pull your credit, review documents to verify your income, your assets, and your debt. Applying for a pre-approval from more than one lender to shop rates shouldn't hurt your score as long as you apply for them within that limited time frame, which should be about 7 to 14 days. Others are such as 30 days. Some home shopping tips. Tip number 8 is you're going to want to choose a real estate agent carefully. A good real estate agent will score the market for homes that meet your needs and guide you through the negotiation and closing process. Get agent referrals from other recent home buyers. Interview at least a few agents and request references. When speaking with potential agents, ask for their experience about helping first-time home buyers in your market and how they plan to find you a home. So most definitely choose an agent wisely. Number 9. Pick the right type of house and neighborhood. So weigh your pros and cons of different types of homes, given your lifestyle and your budget. A condominium or a townhome may be more affordable than a single family home, but it shares walls with neighbors and means that you will have less privacy. Don't forget to budget the homeowners association fees in when you're shopping for condos and townhomes or houses in planned or gated communities. Another option to consider is buying a fixer-upper, a single-family home in need of updates or repairs. Fixer-uppers usually sell for less per square foot than move-in ready homes. However, you may need to budget extra for repairs or remodeling. Renovation mortgages finances both the home price and the cost of the improvements in one loan. Think about the long-term needs and whether a starter home or a forever home will meet your needs best. If you plan to expand your family, it makes sense to buy a home with extra room to grow. So check out potential neighborhoods thoroughly and choose one with amenities that are important to you, and test out the commute to work during rush hour. Tip number 10, you're going to want to stick to your budget. A lender may offer you a loan that's more than what you're comfortable affording, or what you may feel pressure to spend outside of your comfort zone to beat another buyer's offer. To avoid financial stress down the road, set your price range based on your budget and then stick to it. Look at properties below your price limit to give some wiggle room for bidding in a competitive market. Tip number 11, you're going to want to make the most of open houses. Online 3D home tours have become very popular because of COVID-19 and the pandemic. So these tours let shoppers virtually walk through a home at any hour and observe details that regular photos don't catch. They don't supply all of the information in-person visits do, like how the carpets smell, but they can help you narrow the list of properties to visit. Open your senses when touring homes in person, listen for noise, pay attention to any odors, and look at the overall condition of the inside of the home and out, and ask about the type of electrical and plumbing systems, and ask about the roof and the age. Home purchasing tips. Tip number 12, pay for a home inspection. A home inspection is a thorough assessment of the structure and mechanical systems. Professional inspectors look for potential problems so that you can make an informed decision about buying the property. Here are some things to keep in mind. A standard inspection doesn't test for things like radon, mold, or pest, and understand what's included in the inspection and what other inspections you might need. Make sure the inspector can get to every part of the house, such as the roof and any crawl spaces. Traditionally, the home buyer attends the inspection. By following the inspector around, you can get a better understanding of the home and ask questions on the spot. If you can't attend the inspection, review the instructor's report carefully and ask about anything that is unclear. Tip number 13, negotiate with the seller. You may be able to save some money by asking the seller to pay for repairs in advance or lower the price to cover the cost of repairs you'll have to make later. You may also ask the seller to pay some of the closing costs, but keep in mind that lenders may limit the portion of closing costs that the seller can pay. Your negotiating power will depend on the local market. It's a tougher drive it's a hard bargain when there are more buyers than homes for sale. Work with your real estate agent to understand the local market and strategize accordingly. And tip number 14, buy adequate home insurance. Your lender will require you to buy homeowners insurance before closing the deal. Home insurance covers the cost to repair or replace your home and belongings if they're damaged by an incident covered in the policy. It also provides liability insurance if you're held responsible for an injury or accident. Buy enough home insurance to cover the cost of rebuilding the home if it is destroyed.